Friends, we're back. Brandon here, Scale Racing Channel. We're going to try some different camera settings and see if that doesn't give me a little bit better results. Evidently, whenever I uploaded earlier today, the camera settings did not like the live feed. So going with 720p, 30 frames per second. I'm hoping this is going to give us a little bit higher quality of video. If any of you guys are watching, or if you see it, and make sure you comment later and tell me if this is actually better or not. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll go through the results of what we had today, because I know it was a little bit painful to watch. It was really grainy. Again, first time doing it, so it is what it is. So Murata back up on top. The Fast and Furious Mustang was on top. He fell down to third place. And of course, this ambulance taking the number 2 spot. He actually got past the Mustang. The Black with Flames Camaro, I was just talking to Bo a couple seconds ago, and he was sitting, I think, 4th or 5th in the 51 to 62 gram weight category. And when I was running the Passat up against all the cars in this weight rankings, yeah, the Black with Flames Camaro shot up like crazy. It was running some crazy fast times. So he sits 4th overall. Very good. Thank you, Bobby. Let's see here. And the rest of these cars, a lot of front-running Fairmonts in the ranks, Fast and Furious in the ranks, and Han Solo Carbonite also in the ranks. And we'll go over here to this section, 51 to 62 grams. The Passat was actually in the number 1 spot before Kyle Petty got booted out of the stack. So the Passat now sitting number 2 in this weight category. And the Opel Senator, let's see, that's 3 runs we've got here in this weight category, and he sits dead nuts in the middle of that weight category. I thought he was going to do better. I might go ahead and do a rework on both of them in a little bit and see if they do any better. The only other German cars that I ended up getting in the display were these two Matchbox replacing the Gatekeepers. Everything else was a fail. Again, I explained it on that earlier video. That's what you get sometimes running stock. You never know until you start putting them up against these other cars. A lot of these had not had any exercise in a while. So, yeah, there was probably, I think it was, Snoke. Don't pay attention to these guys. Those are just leftovers from the German race. Snoke was kicked out. Backwoods Bomb was kicked out. Johnny Lightning, 1929 Ford truck was kicked out. The BMW got the boot, and so did that thing, Speed Slayer, which that doesn't bother me. It's kind of ugly anyhow. Anyway, yeah, so what was it? 4 cars making it into 5 cars making it in, and one really good showing from the Black with Flames Camaro. I don't know if it was the cooler weather or what. That car still does not have any kind of oil or anything on it, just running dry like it came out of the packaging. I would imagine that car probably has a little bit of oil from the factory. A lot of Johnny Lightnings, when they're manufactured, they've got some remnants of some oil on the inside of the hubs once you pop the caps off. So that's one of the reasons why you don't ever dust those guys if they're fast out of the package. Yep, Craig, it's a lot of effort. And over here, got a 16 car character car race coming up here shortly. It's a Pegs to the Track. Had a bunch of them hanging around, found a bunch of them recently. So we're gonna throw 16 of these character cars up against each other. And that'll be coming up soon. And if you didn't see the trophy for the middleweight championship race, that's it right there. It does have whatever color you want, you can display it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have orange. I don't know what the hell's up with that. I'll check the comments, see if there's to ask me before I move on. Bracket. So that ought to be interesting. What else can we do? Van life. I got plenty of vans. And those are kind of the three races that I was going to have next for the full 32 car bracket. Also, I've got, let's see over here. I'm probably getting ahead of myself a little bit here, but I'll share it with you guys. Why not? Fast and Furious. Got a lot of new Fast and Furious cars. And these guys haven't actually been filmed on video yet. This one came out of the Furiously Fueled 5-pack, or no, 7-pack. F-Bomb Camaro. No tread. Nice and smooth. Hoping good things for that one. It also came with another Charger, which I already have sitting up here in my stack. This one's going to go to Marcus. And this is kind of interesting. Roadrunner in kind of a Spectre Flame coloration. That's the standard color. This is the one that came in that pack of cars. So, yeah, kind of interested to see how it does. What is this? Ford Victoria, that was in there also. Another Corvette. And this rally thing, which I don't care about because they suck. The little Escort 1600 did not work well on my 6-lane Hot Wheels ramp. However, with the new setup, it ought to work just fine. We're going to go ahead and run the Eclipse also because he does a lot better on this setup. And also S2000. And I do have a few other cars that you'll be seeing in the Fast and Furious that I don't think anybody has raced down the track before. The GTX is one of them. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the other. There's 2 or 3 more that I've got. Oh, the Jaguar F-Type. Have not seen that one run down the track. A few others, but you're going to have to wait for that video. It'll be coming up probably after this character car race. And I've got one other from the Pegs to the Track video with the Matchbox moving parts. So really, this was just kind of a recap of where all the cars are at. What's up, Bo? Nice to see you with us tonight. Who else is here? Well, I hope the video is a little bit better than it was earlier. That earlier video was straight up crap. I apologize for that. First time doing it. It is what it is, right? Live and learn, move on. Change settings, things get better, we hope. All right, guys. Just an update on where all these cars are at after I cycled everybody out of the ranks. And until next time, y'all stay healthy, have fun racing, have fun collecting, have a good night.